You know, assumption has killed a lot of beautiful relationship and marriage. When people just assume, this person is supposed to. This person is supposed to know he's supposed to give me money. This person is supposed to know that he's supposed to do this thing for me. This person is supposed to know that he's supposed to say, I love you. This person is supposed to. We keep assuming that people are supposed to know. It's a suppose. It's what you feel that the next person should know. Assumption. Even the Bible said, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find. The Bible said so. Even God that created you and knew you even before you were born, knew you even before you were put into your mother's womb, still told you to ask him. How come God cannot just assume that you have? After all, God can read our mind. He already knows what we want. But he said, ask. And you don't ask God once. You ask God continuously. Your prayer point is, if it's supposed to be once that you ask God, you just pray once and everything happens. You will continue to remind God. Every morning you say, ba, 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 ba. Father Lord, remember that car you said you're going to give me. The next morning you go to church, ro, ba, ba, God. You continue to remind God. Why can't you remind a human being? You talk to God in prayers every day. Why can't you talk to a human being? How come you don't assume that God should know? And you are assuming that your fellow human being should know? Between God and a human being, who is supposed to have more retentive memory? Reminder. Some of you think communication is a burden. Even computer needs a reminder. Yes, it needs a reminder. Most times, communication is not just about talking. It's a reminder. Because we are naturally human beings. A lot of things are going to occupy our minds and we just forget. It's not because we don't love you. It's not because you're not our priority. It's not because we don't care about you. It's because we forgot. And you are just there assuming that we are supposed to know something we have forgotten. That's why we are humans. Our parents, who are people who continuously remind us that this thing we are doing is bad. My daughter, don't go here. Do you know how many times your parents used to advise you? They used to advise you once and leave you. They advise you even when you are 50 years, your parents still advise you. They are still alive. Even when you are 20, 21, 30, your parents still advise you. Why did they not assume that you are an adult and just leave you alone? But your parents will still be talking to you like a child. When you love people, you see them as babies. That's why your children will never grow in your eyes. You call your husband baby. You call your wife baby. Yes, you don't treat them like a baby. They are babies. The moment you love people, you begin to treat them like babies. Because we are naturally forgetful. That's the power of communication. And that's what a lot of you do not have in your relationship and in your marriage. That is why it dies a natural death. You will just see somebody you are excited about. Everything is working. Nobody wants to talk. This one will be like this. Talk with your mouth and talk. If you feel that this person is not doing what you're supposed to do, talk to them, remind them, tell them how you want to be loved. Sometimes if you don't tell people something, they cannot know. Some people can never know how to love you until you talk. They cannot know. Because a lot of people are being brought up in different categories, different backgrounds and different upbringing. The way you see life is not the way they see life. The only way people can come together and understand a particular thing is except they discuss. You explain. And now begin to see life the way you see life. But if you are the kind of person, it might never work. A lot of people who are quiet, fear them, avoid them. Yes, many people who are quiet are mean. Those people that don't need to talk. You know why? They are not expressive. People who talk are expressive. People who do not talk are conclusive. Did you hear what I said? People who talk are people that will tell you what is in their mind. How they feel. What is misunderstanding? Misunderstanding simply means you misunderstood what I said. Or you misunderstood my intentions. You know that sometimes you can actually have good intention and your action comes out bad. Oh my God. I think that's a part of life a lot of people do not understand. I said it in one of my videos. Why do you think that sometimes God blesses bad people? Those people you say that they are bad. Those people you think that they are bad. Those people that you think that do bad things. God used to bless them very well. Have you ever wondered why? It's because sometimes you can have a good intention and the action comes out very bad. Yes! That is where communication and explanation comes out. You want to do something good, you have it in mind to do something, but the way you now did it, that came out bad. Nobody wants to know. Unfortunately, that's why God sees your intention, man sees your action. That's why whenever we want to act, we are very, very careful, because sometimes your good intention can turn to a bad action. I don't know if you're understanding me. Yes. So many times, the quiet people just conclude. They are more conclusive. The moment you don't pick their call, they'll not even ask you, why didn't you pick your call? They'll just quickly carry you at the back of their mind. Maybe when you call them too, they will not also pick their call. You don't know why you did not pick your call. But an expressive person will be like, why didn't you pick your call now? Hey, baby, I wasn't close to my phone. You weren't close to your phone. You that is always with your phone, baby. You will not explain. No, baby, I actually dropped the phone in the office and my Oga called me in his office. So I couldn't carry my phone to my Oga's office. Okay, baby, I love you. But the one that does not talk will not ask you. She now has it at the back of her mind, waiting to revenge. So you now call her, she not pick her call. Like, I don't understand. It's a simple explanation. There's no need of you holding yourself. It's communication. Learn to be expressive, not conclusive. When you talk, it's an expression. You're telling people how you feel, because it's only natural. You can greet me in the morning now. I might not be in the mood. You don't know what got me angry. And I just say, and I pass. In you now be like, I think that she doesn't, just give me attitude. That gets you the give attitude. You don't know what I'm going through. But if you express it, you can come and say, mama, I can tell you the other day, you just did, I don't tell you, my darling, sorry. See what happened, or see what happened. Oh, I didn't even know that I gave that expression. Everything you have in your mind goes down. But if you don't tell me that this was how I acted, I will not know. Sometimes, you can even give people attitude and you will not know. And like I said, they don't know what you're going through. So that thing you're going through gave a different countenance of you. I don't know if I'm making sense. Exactly. When you are expressive, you free your mind more. You empty your mind more. Misunderstanding. Sorry, English was hard. Misunderstanding simply means you do not understand the person at that point in time. You misunderstood either their actions or their intentions. Right? Now, it simply means when you talk about it, the person can now say, no, I didn't mean it that way. Have you noticed that sometimes you quarrel with somebody for 4 years? It only takes one communication for everything that you have carried for 4 years to die. You will not be asking yourself, why was I quarreling with this person for 4 years? It could just be 10 minutes of discussion. And the person tells you, no, I didn't mean it that way. 4 years of malice just died because of a simple misunderstanding that you refuse to communicate. That's where pride comes in. Who go first talk? And that's the reason why a lot of people's marriage die. Because you are priding. The man is priding. Everybody is priding. Naturally, a man have ego. I said it in one of my posts. You must learn how to massage a man's ego. Especially if you want to stay married. It's not getting married, it's staying married. You cannot have pride as a woman and go and marry. A topic for another day. Yes! If you want to marry as a woman, especially in Africa, even outside the country, if you want to stay married to a man, you cannot have pride. Yes! You're going to drop your pride in your father's house and go into the marriage as a woman. Yes! And pride does not mean, massaging a man's ego does not mean you should eat shit or you should beat you or you should... It's like pampering a child to get what you want. If a child is crying now and you shout on the child will cry more. But you will pamper the child to get what you want. That's what it takes to massage a man's ego. There is no tough man in this life that will massage his ego that will not come around. Even a king. A king has that hype man that will always call him names when it comes out in the morning. Oh, Jobu, oh, Memboji, the number one of Ebonyi State. Moke Kwatok Main Road. Moka Diagid. They go they hate you. They go they rob the ego. They go they rob the ego. They go they rob the ego. Haven't you ever gone for an occasion? And they'll be hyping you. You go they spray money. You don't know when you go spray your dollar fee. Just because they hype you. That thing that ego they massage. And you they come out money. If they don't massage your ego, money no go come out. They hype you. They rub the ego. They massage it. You won't even know. It's only natural. It's like God in heaven. If you want God to dance from his throne, if you want God to sit down from his throne, begin to call him different names. Oh Lord, oh Elohim, El Shaddai, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah. There is nothing you ask Baba God that Baba God will not give you. Now massage his ego. Call him names. It's the same thing as a man. There is no pride. If you want to get married as a woman, if you want to stay married as a woman, let nobody tell you less. It has nothing like being independent. It has nothing like you have money. Leave that one. If you want to get married, you must be ready to drop your pride and be faithful to a man and be loyal to a man. No matter how you want to fight it, men are kings, women are queens. Yes. So if you are not loyal to a king, you might not be able to get what you want in that community. So I urge you women, learn to talk. Open your mouth and talk. And to men, allow the women talk. Because when a woman is talking, she wants it to work. But when she stops talking, she walks. Two different things. When she's talking, she wants the relationship or the marriage to work. But when she stops talking, she just takes a walk. Yes. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Assumption has killed a lot of beautiful relationship and marriage. When people just assume, this person is supposed to. This person is supposed to know, he's supposed to give me money. This person is supposed to know that he's supposed to do this thing for me. This person is supposed to know that he's supposed to say, I love you. This person is supposed to. We keep assuming that people are supposed to know. It's a suppose. It's what you feel that the next person should know.